Ever wonder why the smallest thing can ruin your entire day? One car cuts you off in traffic and you carry that anger for hours. One person makes a slick comment and suddenly you replay the conversation in your head all night, thinking of the comeback you should have said. Your peace is stolen and you hand it away like it costs nothing. That's why you're weak. That's why you're predictable. And that's why people can control you without even trying. But today, that ends. Because I'm going to show you how to become mentally untouchable, unbothered, cold, so unaffected it confuses people. This isn't about being emotionless. It's about control. About no longer being a slave to your reactions. Because the truth is simple. People can only use your emotions against you if you give them access. And right now, you give them full access. Your brain reacts instantly. That spike of anger when someone disrespects you. That sinking feeling when someone ignores your message. That wave of frustration when someone doesn't treat you the way you expect. You think you're broken, but you're not. Your brain is just outdated. Thousands of years ago, rejection meant death. Embarrassment meant isolation. Being excluded from the group meant you starved. So your brain learned to treat even small social threats like life or death. But now it's just someone forgetting to say thank you at Starbucks. Or someone rolling their eyes in a meeting. Your brain still reacts like it's fighting for survival. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You can't stop that first emotional reaction. Will always come. But you can control what comes after. And that's where real strength begins. Most people live like this, constantly assuming everything is about them. Someone looks annoyed when they walk in, they must hate me. Someone doesn't reply fast enough, they're ignoring me on purpose. Someone cuts them off, that was personal. But here's the reality, 90% of the time, it has nothing to do with you. That annoyed face? Maybe they just got a bad text. That ghosting? Maybe they're overwhelmed, not malicious. That rude tone? Maybe they're insecure and projecting. People carry their own stress, fears, and weaknesses. But if you absorb it, you're volunteering to carry someone else's emotional baggage. That doesn't make you strong. That makes you weak. When you take every reaction personally, you're not defending yourself. You're enslaving yourself. Stop. Remind yourself, not my energy, not my weight, not my problem. Let it bounce off you. Think about minimalism. We apply it to objects. Less clutter, less junk, a clean room. But what about emotional minimalism? What if you stopped reacting to every little thing? What if you stopped giving your energy to things that don't matter? Because not every rude comment deserves a clapback. Not every passive-aggressive tone deserves a rebuttal. Not every inconvenience deserves a meltdown. Every time you stay calm, you're telling your brain, this is not worth my peace. And the more you do it, the more your brain learns. Until calm becomes your default. That's emotional minimalism. That's real freedom. Here's something most people don't realize. When you stop reacting, people lose their power over you. Try this. Stop giving them the reaction they expect. Stay quiet when they try to provoke you. Stay calm when they try to push you. Smile when they want you to be angry. Do you know what happens? They run out of fuel. Drama needs an audience. If you don't perform, they choke. And here's the funny part. The moment you stop reacting, people will start labeling you. They'll call you cold. They'll call you distant. They'll call you hard to read. Good. That means your boundaries are working. That means they can no longer predict you. That means you're in control. You're not rude. You're just done performing for chaos. Look at people with real strength. The ones who stay calm while everyone else panics. The ones who stay silent while everyone else argues. The ones who stay composed while everyone else loses control. That's power. Not because they don't feel emotions, but because they've trained themselves to choose their response. They've been disrespected and didn't flinch. They've been insulted and didn't collapse. They've been provoked and didn't react. That's a strength. And it begins with one choice. I don't have to react just because I feel something. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. Mental toughness isn't a trait. It's not genetic. It's a skill. You build it like muscle. And muscle grows under resistance. That means you train it. You practice it. You repeat it. Stand behind a slow walker without sighing. Let someone interrupt you without trying to prove your point. Sit in silence instead of replying to something petty. Every time you resist the urge to react, you level up. And soon, the things that used to ruin your day barely touch you. That's the shift. That's the upgrade. But here's where most of you will fail. You'll hear this, nod your head, maybe even agree. And then tomorrow you'll snap the moment someone tests you. That's because you don't commit. And if you can't commit, you'll stay weak. And if you stay weak, you'll stay controlled. Let me be blunt. If you don't take control of your reactions, someone else will. If you don't learn to be calm, the world will own you. If you don't train mental toughness, your peace will always belong to someone else. This is where I'll pause and tell you something you won't like. If you're listening right now and you haven't subscribed yet, understand this. You're proving the exact weakness I'm talking about. Because here you are, consuming strength, learning strategy, taking knowledge, yet you give nothing back. That's how weak people live. Taking, never committing. Always watching from the sidelines, never stepping into the arena. If you refuse to subscribe, do me a favor. Go to the comments and explain why. Explain why you think your excuses are valid. Explain why you think avoiding a button click somehow makes you stronger. I'll wait. But if you're not afraid to commit, if you're ready to stop being just another predictable, reactive person, subscribe right now. Because the ones who don't will stay weak. And weakness has consequences. Here's the final truth. You don't need to become a robot. You don't need to feel anything. You just need to stop letting everything shake you. Because the world is always testing you. A troll online, a stranger in traffic, your own overthinking mind. All of them are enemies. All of them are distractions. All of them are stealing your focus. But you have the power to pause. You have the power to protect your peace. You have the power to move on. And when you do, you become untouchable. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you willing to keep living weak, reactive, and predictable? Or will you commit to strength, to control, to silence, to calm? The weak ones won't subscribe. They'll scroll. They'll pretend they're above this. And then they'll keep living the same life they hate. The strong ones, the ones serious about control, they'll subscribe now. They'll like this. They'll remember it. And they'll rise above. The choice is yours.